In my previous video, we have studied about causes of disease, what were the targets of the disease, if lungs were target, what were the symptoms, or if liver or if brain. So symptoms were different for each and every disease. Now we will see the principles of treatment. There are two ways to treat an infectious disease. First, to reduce the effects of a disease and the kill of a cause of a disease. See, how can we reduce the effects? If we provide proper treatment by taking medicines that bring down fever or reduce pain. What is happening inside a body? If we take proper medicines, then that can reduce the effects of a disease. This will enable us to have more of it available to focus on healing. So we'll take proper rest, then also it can cure our disease. But this kind of symptom directed treatment by itself will not make the infective microbe go away and the disease will not be cured. So we have to kill the microbes. Use medicines that kill the microbes inside our body. Either they are organ specific or tissue specific. If they are not killed, then they will always create a problem in our body. Making antiviral medicines is harder than making antibacterial medicines. See, we studied earlier in my previous videos that जो antiviral medicines होते हैं वो हमारी body के cells में ही रहते हैं and they use a machinery for their life processes. This means that there are relatively few virus specific targets to aim at. तो अंदर ही अंदर they multiply and use our body mechanism to multiply and grow. So we cannot determine what all tissues, what all targets they are using. So we don't know where to aim at. So it is difficult to make antiviral medicines. Despite this limitation, there are now effective antiviral drugs available in the market. See, HIV infection is under control. We have made drugs for this. Now the principles of invention. 3 limitations to deal with infectious diseases are: first, once someone has a disease, their body functions are damaged and may never recover completely. अगर हमारी बॉडी में कोई ऐसी डिजीज हो गई जो उसने सेल एंड टिश्यू सारे डैमेज कर दिए तो वी कैन नॉट रिकवर कम्प्लीटली. सेकेंड, ट्रीटमेंट विल टेक टाइम. अगर हम वायरल की भी मेडिसिन लेते हैं तो 4 to 5 days तो उसको भी लगता है क्योर होने में. सो द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ एनी डिजीज विल टेक टाइम. थर्ड, person suffering can serve as a source from where the infection can spread to other people. There are communicable diseases that can spread from one person to another. So in order to avoid these limitations, prevention is better than cure. Initially only if we take prevention that we'll avoid these type of diseases, so that is good for us. There are 2 ways to prevent diseases, one general and one specific to each disease. General मतलब that is common to each and every disease and one specific means जो disease से related हो. General ways mostly relate to prevent exposure. अगर हमारे पास water clogging नहीं होगी तो diseases नहीं होंगी. Airborne diseases कैसे हम exposure को prevent कर सकते हैं? To avoid overcrowded living conditions. Waterborne diseases provide safe drinking water by treating the water to kill any microbial contamination. जब वहाँ पे safe drinking water होगा तो कोई waterborne microbes ही नहीं होंगे. For vector-borne infections, we can provide clean environment. Example, avoid mosquito breeding. Public hygiene is to be maintained. The immune cells manage to kill off the infection long before it assumes major proportion. So जो हमारी बॉडी में WBC सेल्स होते हैं, दे आर द इम्यून सेल्स. जब भी कोई इन्फेक्शन हमारी बॉडी में एंटर करता है, दे मैनेज टू किल ऑफ द इन्फेक्शन. If number of infecting microbes is controlled, manifestations of disease will be minor. See, अगर हमारी जो infecting microbes हैं, अगर उनका quantity कम ही रह गई हमारी बॉडी में तो disease कम रहेगी. बट जैसे जैसे microbes increase होते गए तो disease भी बढ़ती जाएगी. So हम पहले ही ensure कर लेते हैं कि वो microbes हमारे control हो जाए. Also, proper and sufficient nourishment of food prevents spread of infectious diseases. तब जब भी हमें डिजीज़ होती है तो वी शुड हैव ओनली बैलेंस डाइट, प्रॉपर नरिशमेंट ऑफ फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स. तो दैट विल ऑल्सो डेवलप द इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम ऑफ आवर बॉडी एंड विल हेल्प अस टू फाइट अगेंस्ट इन्फेक्शंस एंड डिजीजेस. दीज आर द जनरल वेज ऑफ प्रिवेंटिंग इन्फेक्शन. Specific ways relate to a peculiar property of the immune system that usually fights the microbial infection. So specific क्या होगा जो उस infection से fight करने में हमें मदद करेगा. These days there is no smallpox anywhere in the world, but as recently as 100 years ago it was all common. People used to be afraid of coming near infected person because it was a communicable disease. उसको देख के भी smallpox हो सकता था. Having the disease once was a means of subsequent attack prevent of the same disease. अगर it was said that अगर हमको smallpox एक बार हो गया तो then it will not happen because हमारी बॉडी में उसके जो माइक्रोब से लड़ने के लिए इम्यूनिटी होती है दैट डेवलप्स इनसाइड द बॉडी. एंड फिर जब दोबारा से वो हमारा माइक्रोब हमारी बॉडी में एंटर करता है तो इम्यून सिस्टम रिस्पॉन्स तो उससे ज़्यादा विगर से रिस्पॉन्ड करता है विच एलिमिनेट्स द इन्फेक्शन. सो दिस हैपन्स बिकॉज when the immune system first sees an infectious microbe, it responds against it and then remembers it specifically कि कौन से microbe के लिए कौन सा immunity है. So the next time the particular microbe enter the body, immune system responds with greater vigor, which eliminates the infection even more quickly. This is the basis of the immunization. See, vaccines जो होती है वो यही काम करती है. हमारी बॉडी के इम्यून सिस्टम में वो इम्यूनिटी के लिए वो इंजेक्ट कर देते हैं एक ड्रग जिससे अगर हमारा इन्फेक्शियस माइक्रोब हमारी बॉडी में एंटर करे तो दैट रिस्पॉन्ड्स विद ग्रेट विगर एंड एलिमिनेट्स द इन्फेक्शन. तो उसको पता चल जाएगा कि कौन सा माइक्रोब एंटर हुआ है एंड इट विल नॉट मेक अस डिजीज. So there are vaccines against tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles, polio and many others. So vaccine is useful in the process of immunization. First, why are we advised to take bland and nourishing food when we are sick? Because वो हमारी बॉडी को डाइजेशन में आसान करता है and if we take a digested nutritious food, it will provide energy to fight against diseases. When we fall sick, normal body functioning gets disturbed. As a result, improper digestion ability, we lose appetite. Appetite means hunger. Absorption of food is slow. Therefore, we are advised to take nourishing food as it is easily digested and contains adequate nutrients, vitamins and minerals to produce energy in the body. Second question, what are the different means by which infectious diseases are spread? We studied air, water, vector. That was example mosquito, sexual contact, physical contact with the affected or by using the affected person's clothes, bedding, utensils, etc. Third, what precautions can you take in your school to reduce the incidence of infectious diseases? Whenever we cough or sneeze, we should cover our mouth and nose. Second, trying to stay away from infected students. अगर वो communicable disease है तो if we try to stay away, that they will be prevented. Keeping school environment clean, consuming clean drinking water. Fourth, what is immunization? So the method to boost our immune system with the help of vaccines that help the body to fight against infectious diseases is called immunization. What are the immunization programs available nearby? Which of the diseases are major health problems? See, major health problem diseases are typhoid and jaundice, which are common nowadays. And the immunization programs are measles, mumps and rubella, MMR, diphtheria, pertussis and tetanus, DPT. It is a very common vaccine that is given to the kids. Polio vaccine, jaundice, typhoid, hepatitis B. So polio is always given to the kids.